17. This video is just a simple breakdown of Piper. As you know, Piper is my Glock 17. Take a check. So here's the basic stuff. We have her basic stock model. There are no grips. I had a Pugmire tactical grip, but it ripped. It broke off. It was like 13 bucks. It worked a little bit, but I had an issue with the every time the rubber grabbed onto my shirt, it would pull my shirt up over my handle, and I would be exposed. So that was one reason why I didn't like it. I tried to cut it down and it didn't work. I ended up just ripping it, throwing it away. I was going to get like some Raptor grips, I'm not sure. I was thinking about stippling my grip, but that's another thing I'm really not sure about either. So I might just end up getting Raptor rubber gloves because I don't want to do anything else. So as you see, I have stainless. I have the slide release, breakdown lever. I have a red, as you see, I have the red color fill, and also I have the stainless steel lock. Funny thing is that all this stuff, all these things I did myself. So I'm not like a gunsmith, but that's what happened. So that's what I did as far as you see. It's probably not as shiny, but this side of it is not done. When I polished it, I didn't want to polish my feed ramp. I didn't want to touch it because I didn't know how that was going to mess with the dynamics of it all. And even doing the top of the barrel block and all that stuff. Sorry if I'm not calling it the right thing, but I didn't want to really get to that that whole issue of messing with that. I did the top and the bottom. I did it by, one guy said if you soak it in vinegar, I checked the forums, and if you soak it in vinegar and then, so like I was saying, you go take it, you soak it in vinegar, and then you scrub it with a pad. And I also kind of did it with, I took some Auto 400 grit sandpaper. I had it because I installed this extended slide release, extended mag release. Nut Fancy. I know everybody loves Nut Fancy. He said when you get these, you should round them off because it's a sharp corner. So I did that, and it actually did make a difference. I didn't like how spiky it was. So what I ended up doing was I took that 400 grit and I would rub it against. I would use it a little bit so it wouldn't be fresh out the pack. So I would take it and I would rub it, rough it up, and smooth it out on a hard corner. I think I did it like on. I would either rub it against itself or rub it against the corner of a desk or something, and to kind of smooth it out. And I kind of just took that lightly, and I was doing a combination of that, Flitz. I did a combination of vinegar, Flitz, Brillo pad, the non-marked Brillo pad, and sandpaper. And I would just go bit by bit. And every time it got light, I would just leave it there. And I would actually put it on. I had a piece of glass that was flat, a piece of painted glass, and I would just, run it in the direction. I would do circles, just run in the direction, just trying to get a good finish on it. It seems kind of dangerous. I didn't mess with the corners or anything. That's why I made it. I was flat, so none of my corners got rounded off or anything of that nature. That's especially why I didn't want to mess with my feed ramp, because I don't. I know that stuff is very sensitive. I don't know how sensitive it is, but I just didn't feel comfortable messing with it. So I didn't mess with it. I did scratch it a little bit, but I really don't care. Once you put Flitz on there and you buff it out, it shines like crazy. It's awesome. Like I said, I did my slide release. Actually, the reason why everything happened with this is that my slide release started to actually rust because it's constantly rubbing against me because I have a combat cut holster. So pretty much what I did, I just polished it. That was the first thing I did. I took my slide release and I took my takedown pin lever and I soaked them in vinegar. Those are the first two things that I actually flipped polished. And it took the oxidize off of it, and it polished them really nice, and I really liked it. So I was like, I was going to polish my whole barrel, but then I kind of looked at it. It looked kind of cheesy if you would have did the whole thing. So I just did the top and the side, and I left it black. And I really like how it looks. And I have my extended mag release. And like I said, I also did a color fill. I learned this from GunTortureTest.com. I don't know the guy's name. Big guy with a huge beard. I learned it from him, and he just took I used acetone and wiped it down with acetone, wiped it down with alcohol. Then I took a Sharpie liquid paint pen, and I went over top of it, knocked it with the acetone again, and then went in over the Q-tip, everything. It came out really nice. Came out better than I thought it would. That was like the first thing I did. I was really excited about that. I'll probably go back over this with the black. I did this side too. You really can't see this. For some reason, this one looks pink because it's like really small, and we putting rubbing acetone over that kind of does it. I didn't know my serial numbers or anything like that. I didn't really want to. Yeah, so that was it. That's my basic breakdown of her. I was gonna do like recoil spring and all that stuff, get some other stuff put in there, but I didn't see a need to yet. So I was doing IDPA and stuff like that. I didn't know if that messed with being able to qualify. I don't know. I just didn't do it. They say it really, you really don't have to mess with that stuff, and it's really not necessary. So I just didn't. So this is her. This is the one side. Yes, it was stainless, but just polished insides, and then you do the so from back here, that's how it kind of looks. So you have the polished grip, polished slide. I mean, not polished barrel. Port looks pretty sweet. Then you have the red, and that on that side. So then, yeah, just simple mags. I number my mags because one is my. That's another thing I'll cover in like EDC and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. This is G17, Piper G17, and I'll holler at you later.